You slapped a neon sticker on my patio table that says nuisance smoke, combustion odor, after-hours disturbance, embers because we roasted marshmallows on Saturday, and now the neighborhood thread reads like I tried to fog the cul-de-sac with a bonfire. Let's take a breath. I'm Officer Avery. I'm here because the HOA logged 4 things. Smoke drifted across the side fence and set off a neighbor's bedroom air purifier at 9:52 p.m. Your portable fire pit sat 12 feet from the fence where our rule asks for 15. You burned a bundle of mixed wood that turned out to be damp and sappy, and a spark popped when the breeze shifted and spooked a toddler on the next patio. I'm not here to outlaw s'mores or shut porches at sunset. I'm here to keep this calm and walk you through what the rules actually require. Approved pits only, dry hardwood fuel, setback and spark control, wind and air quality limits, and quiet hours so you can light a small, neighbor-friendly fire that doesn't turn into a thread. Calm would have been a card that says 15-foot setback. Check wind and AQI before you light. Kiln-dried hardwood only. Keep a spark screen on when flame is up and bank it by 9:30. Not a sticker that made my mother think I built a kiln on Maple Court. The sticker landed because those 4 specifics happened. The breeze was 5 to 7 out of the southwest and pushed smoke right through a kid's window. The pit sat too close to the fence line. The wood looked like it came from a yard cleanup bundle. Damp pine throws, creosote, and hiss. And there was no screen over the flame when a gust lifted a spark. None of that bans a fire pit. It says a fire pit is a tool, and tools need settings. Get the distance right, the fuel right, the wind right, the time right, and the lid right, and the block smells like autumn. Not a chimney test. Before we drag anything, can you say out loud that fire pits are allowed? Because the app has turned smoke into arson. Portable. Covered wood burning or smokeless pits are allowed on private patios if they're placed per setback. Fueled with dry hardwood, run under calm wind and good air quality, and wound down before quiet hours. No burning yard waste, construction wood, or trash. No flames under low eaves or awnings. Gas fire tables are always the quietest option. Wood needs more care. My neighbor is walking over, the one who posted the purifier graph. Please don't turn the patio into a courtroom. 20 seconds. Then we'll move the pit and set the checklist. Please. Short update. The pit stays, but it moves to 15 feet off fences and the house siding. Runs with a spark screen or smokeless insert. Burns only kiln-dried hardwood, oak, maple, cut to fit with no sap or paint. And lights only with calm wind, under 5 mech, blowing away from homes, and AQI under 100. It banks down by 9:30 p.m. and is out by 10. A 5-gallon bucket and hose sit within reach. If anyone smells smoke in a bedroom after 9:30, text me and I'll help snuff it that minute. That sentence is what I needed Saturday. Understood. I set it on a patio paver because I figured stone means safe. The fence is cedar. I didn't think 12 feet versus 15 was the difference. 3 feet is the difference between warm and why does my slat smell like campfire? Heat and radiant rise can dry fence boards. 15 feet opens air around the plume and gives embers room to fall dead. We'll measure from the inner face of your fence and slide the pit to the center of the slab. The wood came from a grocery bundle. It hissed like a tea kettle. The s'mores were great. The thread was not. Hiss means moisture. Damp softwood smokes like a story. Use kiln-dried hardwood, clearly labeled wrapped bundles, or store split hardwood under cover for 6 months. Avoid pine, cedar, or any mixed firewood that smells like sap. Never burn painted, stained, or pressure-treated wood. Air dry splits with the bark to the weather and bring only what you'll burn outside. Do I really have to check wind and AQI like I'm launching a balloon? It takes 10 seconds. Wind under 5 and blowing away from bedrooms is green. If the flag on your porch is stiff, or the maple leaves shimmer one way for more than a minute toward homes, that's a red light. AQI under 100 means most people won't struggle. Over 100, sensitive lungs will. 2 taps on a phone beats a week of replies. The neighbor's purifier spiked at 9:52. We were telling stories and lost track of time. Is 9:30 a hard cut? On wood, yes. Bank coals at 9:30, lid on, out by 10. Gas can simmer quieter until 10. After 10, patios should sound like porches, not tailgates. On wind nights, cut earlier. On still, crisp nights, bank on time and you're golden. My pit is a standard bowl with a mesh lid. People keep saying smokeless like it's magic. Smokeless pits are double-walled with reheating vents. They burn the smoke before it leaves the rim. They aren't silent. Wood fire always carries, but they drop visible plume and odor by a lot. If you keep the bowl, use the mesh screen anytime flame is up and feed small splits so you don't overfuel. The bigger the log, the cooler and smokier the burn. What about starter? I used a little paper and a drop of lighter fluid because the wood sulked. No lighter fluid. Use a chimney starter, fat wood or natural fire starters, wax, sawdust, and a long match. Fluids make smell, flare, and neighbor texts. My neighbor is here. She brought the purifier graph and a toddler in pajamas with bedhead. Please give her the short version and then let me move this pit before I die of embarrassment. Short version. The pit moves to 15 off the fence. Burns, kiln-dried hardwood only, lights only in calm wind and good AQI, runs with a screen on when flames are up, and banks by 9:30, out by 10. If you smell smoke in that bedroom again after 9:30, text me and we'll kill it in 60 seconds. That's all I needed. Sleep. And no maple syrup bedroom at 10. Fair. Show me exactly where to set it and what to do so I don't... Guess wrong again. Tape the center of your patio. 15 from the fence and 10 from the siding. Place a paver pad under the pit, legs square and stable. Keep a 5-gallon bucket of water and a hose on the ready, but not where a toddler trips. Lay small splits, wrists thick, north-south with gaps for air. Spark screen within arm's reach. Fire low, feed one split at a time. If the plume leans toward the fence, stop feeding, lid on, and let coals fall to quiet. The app roasted me for a single ember that popped and died on my concrete. Someone wrote wildfire like our lawn is Montana. Embers look small until wind carries them. The screen keeps them inside. A snuffer lid ends drama immediately. The bucket is last resort. Water on hot steel makes cracks, so we smother first. Water only if needed. Noise. We were laughing at a ghost story, and that probably carried more than the smoke. Voices carry. After 9, keep it talk low. No Bluetooth speaker outside after 9:30. If you want music, place the speaker inside your kitchen at low and crack the door. The cul-de-sac hears less, you hear enough. Is there a season for pits, or can we run them all year? All year if you respect wind, AQI, and hours. During red flag days, no open flame. If the county issues a burn restriction, gas only. If a regional air quality alert hits 100 plus, skip wood that night. I've got a propane fire table in the garage. My spouse prefers wood. Does gas solve this? Gas solves smoke and most odors. It doesn't solve hours or proximity. Still keep distance from combustibles. If your neighbor's kid has sensitive lungs, gas wins on school nights. Wood is for still Friday evenings and early s'mores, not 10 p.m. stories. What about ash? I dumped the pan in the trash the next morning. Someone said it can smolder. Let ashes cool fully. Next day, pour into a metal can with a lid. No plastic bags. Store on concrete, not the deck. 2 days later, into the trash if stone cold. Is pellet fuel better? Pellet baskets in some pits burn hot and clean. Follow your manufacturer's rules. Pellets plus a smokeless pit and small loads equals least smell. Can we talk about neighbor notice? If we plan a Friday fire, should we text? Gold Star, a 4 p.m. note. Small, low fire, 7-9, kiln-dried wood, screen on. Text if plume leans your way and we'll bank it immediately. It turns conflict into collaboration. Okay? Say exactly what to upload so the sticker stops yelling. Tonight, one photo from the patio showing the pit placed 15 tas from the fence, tape visible, with screen on. One photo of your kiln-dried bundle label. And a screenshot of your weather app showing wind under 5 MEP and AQI 100 before lighting. Add this note. Low fire, screen in place, kiln-dried hardwood only, bank 9:30, out 10, bucket and hose ready. I'll mark in progress. No fines now. After 2 quiet weekends with no smoke complaints, resolved, compliant. Edge cases. Birthday next month? Family wants an 8-10 p.m. patio. If wind is 0, can we go to 10? Bank at 9:30, tell the story by glow, out at 10. If it's dead calm and AQI is great, you might smell nothing, but the hour still stands. Quiet hours are for the whole block, not the plume of the night. Sparks when we add a log? Stop adding large logs. Feed small, lid on. If sparks rise with the screen, your fuel is damp. Swap bundles. Kids and marshmallows at 7? Sugar plus flame equals chaos. Seat kids upwind and beside adults, not opposite. Long skewers only. A tray catches flaming sugar. A silicone mat under the chairs keeps sticky off the pavers. A metal sheet pan near the pit is the parking spot for hot skewers. Pets? Our lab insists on being a lifeguard to every flame. Leash or place. Dogtails and flames don't mix. Water bowl 10 feet back, not next to the pit. No throwing sticks near fire. Furniture distance? Chairs 3-4 feet back. Keep plastic away. Heat warps it. Wood benches are okay if you can hold a hand near the back without pain. Pine cones? Pinterest swears they're nature's starter. Also nature's smoke bomb. Pretty but sap-heavy. Skip. Neighborhood leaf piles this time of year. Can I toss a few in for drama? No yard waste in a pit. Bag leaves or bin them. Leaf fires woof and lose friends. Wind shift mid-evening? Bank coals lid on. If it holds for 5 minutes, you're done for the night. The rule is, if the wind turns, the pit learns to nap. We lift the bowl onto a square of pavers at the patio center. A tape stretches to the fence and lands on 15A. A chalk arrow points away from bedrooms. A mesh screen settles. A kiln-dried bundle splits into wrist-size pieces. A wax starter blinks under a teepee. The first flame sighs low. A bucket of water sits at ankle height near the hose. A phone shows AQI 41 and Win 3 MPN. A child in footy pajamas toasts a mellow triangle of marshmallow while a parent keeps a hand on the skewer. Voices fall to inside voices. At 9:28, a timer buzzes. A last small split leaves a glow. At 9:35, the snuffer lid kisses the rim. At 9:58, the bowl is a little moon of warmth. At 10, a gentle wisp goes to memory. A bedroom purifier graph hums flat. The neon sticker curls like it's done talking. For anyone watching later, this didn't end with a ban on fires or a fight about taste. We kept the ritual and killed the friction. 15 setback. Kiln-dried hardwood, screen on, small hot fire in calm wind with AQI 100, no fluids or trash, bank 930 out 10, bucket and hose ready. Voices low. Gas on school nights when lungs are touchy. We added a neighbor text, a wind check, and a photo log so the pit stays a treat, not a ticket. Say it clean for the close. Here it is. Tell me in the comments. What's the fairest way for HOAs to handle backyard fire pits? Strict 15D setbacks, kiln-dried only, screen mandatory, wind AQI check, and a 930 bank 10 out, or looser, be considerate vibes that melt down when a breeze flips. Should communities recommend smokeless pits and post a one-page calm fire checklist, or is a neighbor text enough? What actually keeps peace on your block? Small, hot fires with screens and timers, or bans that turn October into a no-spark month? Drop your take so s'mores stay sweet and bedrooms stay clear.